Hey everybody, David Franzen here. How's it going today? Thought I'd get on here and make a video tonight because it's been a couple weeks since I've made a video. The last one I did, I think I might have been wearing this same shirt, so I apologize for that. I was in Costa Rica on a mastermind event with my company Mobe, which was a fantastic event. We learned a lot and spent a lot of time with some real quality folks down there. And one of the things I wanted to share with you tonight is one of the things that I had asked the owner of my company, Matt Lloyd, and he explained it in probably about a 7-minute video, which you can see online. But I'm going to just kind of give you the short version of it. And I always try to give credit to the people that I get information from. As they say, there's really not too many original ideas in the world. But if I learn something from somebody, I'm always going to give them credit for it. So Matt Lloyd talked about procrastination because I had asked him what was one thing above everything else, because he's a very successful entrepreneur. So I said, of all the things out there, what is the one thing that you attribute most to your success? And his answer kind of surprised me. He talked about procrastination and how he overcame procrastination. And I thought that was really insightful. And so I wanted to share that with you. So, what he started talking about was that when he started seeing more results in his business, is when he started kind of putting deadlines on himself. So, everybody will procrastinate because they want to get everything just right. If they're going to do a presentation of some sort, or they're going to write an ebook or do a webinar or whatever the case may be, they want to make sure they get it perfect. And so what ends up happening is they're so consumed with getting it perfect that they never take action on the actual thing. So what Matt said he did was he started putting some accountability into the equation. And he would say, for example, that he was going to do a webinar. So he would send out a message to his list saying that on a particular date, like a week in the future, he was going to do a webinar. And so that made him accountable to do that. And at that point, had he prepared that webinar? Had he done the slide presentations for the webinar? No, he hadn't. But what that forced him to do is to kind of overcome his procrastination by there being a set date on when he had to deliver something, because if he didn't deliver it, then he'd feel foolish, or he'd feel that he let his subscribers down or something like that. So the biggest point he was making is sometimes you just have to dive in. And there's a saying that I've heard people say before, good enough is good enough. So things don't always have to be perfect. You don't always have to know everything before you can take action. And if you just will learn a little bit about something, a particular subject you want to do, how to write emails, how to do a webinar, how to advertise on Facebook, do a little study or a little research on it, but then just do it. And it's not going to be perfect the first time. A matter of fact, it might suck the first time. But the thing is, you're doing it, you're taking action, and you're going to start seeing results. And then the other tail end of what he talked about when he talked about just diving in and taking action and having accountable dates to deliver on something was the other thing he talked about. Now I sort of lost my. This is a problem because I do videos off the cuff, and I don't really research, or well, I do research. I don't really prepare with slide presentations and stuff like that. So I'll have to come back to that thought in a second. But it was some really good insight that Matt offered, and he just talked about concentrating. This is it. I remember now. See, I always come back to it. He talked about really concentrating on your sales and marketing. If you're an online entrepreneur and your business is making sales, then don't spend 2-3 hours a day learning the greatest, latest strategy for getting people to open your email. Okay. So then you think, oh, well, I'm doing something with my business, but you're really not, because you haven't put any time or consideration into actually making a sale, actually sending that email, actually doing that webinar, actually writing that ebook. You haven't done those things. So you want to be careful not to get caught up in the learning aspect of things so much that you then all of a sudden are finding yourself in this constant circle of just ever gaining knowledge and information overload, and you're never taking action. So just dive in, okay? Just dive in. Um, Give yourself some accountability dates to get a certain action done, and then just do it. Okay, so that's the first message I wanted to share with you from Matt Lloyd. The second thing is I was watching a Dean Graziosi video today. I didn't even know, I hadn't heard of Dean Graziosi for several years. I know he used to be a real estate guru and did a lot of stuff with real estate, and I know that's how he made his money. But apparently he's doing like personal development and life skills and some things like that now, which I didn't even realize. So I tapped in a little bit the last couple of days to him, and I'm going to follow up a little bit more. But the thing he talked about on a Facebook Live that he did at the beginning of the year, 2 points he made on that video that I want to share with you real quick are, instead of guilting yourself into taking action or feeling guilty because you didn't do something, like say you had a New Year's resolution, let's try to lose the guilt and bring on the love some more. So rather than feeling guilty all the time about, oh God, I should have not had that turkey at Thanksgiving, now I'm 10 pounds overweight, or whatever the case may be, or God, I shouldn't have had that 6th drink last night because now I'm feeling like crap today. And then you kind of beat yourself up. And Dean made the point that sometimes we treat our enemies better than we treat ourselves. So he said, replace the guilt with love. Love yourself. Love yourself that you're going to go to the gym and you're going to take off those 10 pounds that you put on over the holidays. And you're going to love the way you look. You're going to love the way you feel. And that's the reason you're doing it. Don't guilt yourself into taking action all the time. Well, I really need to go to the gym, or nobody will love me anymore, or I won't respect myself anymore. Try to get rid of that because that really isn't effective. Replace that with love. So that was one thing. And the other thing Dean talked about is putting an emotion to a certain achievement. Like if you have goals for yourself, like you want to make a certain amount of money this month or this year, don't just think, well, that's going to be great. I'm going to have all this extra money so I can buy things for my family, take care of my family, and go on a vacation. What you want to also do, I mean, that's fine in itself, but you also want to attach an emotion. Really think how that's going to make you feel. How's it going to make you feel to lose 10 pounds? How's it going to make you feel to make an extra $5,000 per month within a 12-month time period? Not what is it going to afford me to be able to do, but how is that going to make me feel? Me just talking about it, I feel that emotion. Like, how elated will I feel? How overjoyed will I feel when I achieve this goal? So when you actually attach emotions to things, they take on more significances and have more impact in your life. So that's the important thing. The other thing, I'm going to do a 30-day challenge that Dean has. I think it's betterlife.com. If you go to a betterlife.com, check that out. He has a 30-day challenge where you can do like 2 minutes of personal development stuff and challenges each day that will give you some results that you could probably take into your life and your business. So go ahead and check that out. And I'm doing a plug for Dean here. That's fine. Because what I'm about is sharing value. Okay. I'm not necessarily always here. I'm not even, okay. At the end of this video, the link that you're going to see below it, it's not going to be a link to me selling something. It's going to be a link to my blog post. I'm actually going to share a story with you that I wrote a couple years ago on my blog post. It was around the holidays, like I think in 2016. And it's about a man and what it takes for a man to be happy and why certain things that matter to one man maybe don't matter to another man. And so I shared this story, and that's in my blog post. So I want you to read that. It's like a 2-minute read. And then if you decide at some point you kind of dig what I'm about, what maybe I can do to help you, then from my blog, you can join my business opportunity. There's an opt-in page there to find further information about my business opportunity or whatever. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not sharing that link. I'm just sharing the link to some inspiration, some value. That's what I like to do. And so that's what this video is about, sharing value. So what did we talk about? Procrastination. Just dive in. Just go for it. Don't worry that it doesn't have to be perfect or that it has to be perfect. I'm sorry. Good enough is good enough, okay? Just take action. Learn, do. Learn, implement, okay? And the other things is love yourself. Be kinder to yourself. There's enough people in the world being cruel to us and not treating us well. Treat yourself well and forgive yourself and love yourself. And then also get in touch with your emotions. Know why something is your big why you want to achieve something or be something or do something. What's your why? What's your purpose? And attach the emotion to it. That will give you so much more clarity when you pursue that, when you pursue that goal. Okay. So anyway, that's it for tonight. This probably went on a little bit longer than I expected to. I'm a bit of a chattermouth sometimes, but I hope that I've offered you some value, and I hope you'll read my blog post that I'm going to share with you. And I wish you the best, and I look forward to seeing you the next time in my next video or wherever I may see you around the world or on the internet. Take care.